Hey, it's Rob and Kick Ass, and we're in the Mini. It's got a little bit of a problem. Let me show you.
Yo, a good shot to give life to the sheep, fleece nice, but nah, he ain't nice underneath. Got a price on the leash, I don't trust when they speak. Be sounding real spite for the man. Let me eager to mess.
So that's my guess, is that tensioner's gone bad. So we're gonna pull the valve cover off and take a peek inside there. Turn this thing off and see what we see. All right. Of course, Harbor Freight. I love these things. Put your tools on it, doesn't slide. Rusty. That's not good. It's totally rusty. We're gonna pull this valve cover off so we can look down and see that tensioner. There's probably a bunch of slack in the chain if the tensioner is broken. And we'll see if anything else is broken inside there. Little trick to getting these coil packs out. Pretty much anything metal and straight. You just stick it through here. Pull it right on. So this is very common with these turbo cars, this Mini in particular. See how this is separating right there? Yeah, that plastic just falls apart. Falls apart. So I got the valve cover off. I'm looking down in there. There's the tensioner right there. That holds tension coming this way. It doesn't seem to be loose. I don't see a lot of slack in this chain. So that noise might be coming from the water pump right down there. But it's so tensiony sounding. So it could be the ball bearing in that water pump. But we're going to slap this back on, pull this stuff off. I'm going to pull the tensioner out and visually inspect it. Put that valve cover back on. Always make sure you start all your bolts before you get all silly with the impact. Alright, NASCAR. Alright, we got to get down to the belt tensioner. That's what I'm trying to get to under here. That's no good. That's no good at all. Got to pull these little push pin dealies out. Essentially it's the carpet in the wheel well. European cars use this weird felt stuff. But yeah, fun. Let me get my other tools. We will get that some gun off there. Here we are with some silicone. They have these little push pin things, these things. Familiar, most cars have them. Some of them have a little screw tip on the top. Some of them are just flat like this one right here. You can see my tool on there right now. Pretty much that gets under there and pops the thing up, but sometimes they stick. I like to, and what that does is that helps them come out a little bit easier. But some of them can be a pain in the butt. Come on. Boom. But yeah, I found just spraying a little silicone on it. It helps, doesn't hurt. Rev, I need a hand, Rev. Come here, Rev. Rev's here as always to sit on the clips and make them fall everywhere. What are you doing? See what we're doing here, Rev? Where's the screwdriver? I need this. Can you get the screwdriver? Thanks, Rev. Sometimes they get hit by road debris and they're kind of damaged like this one. So sometimes you gotta pop them out with a bit of force. There's a T. Whoa! Went that way. T30 Torx. Don't lose that guy. One thing I'm not too favored about on European cars is so many Torx. Leave a drop in the comments if you hate Torx as much as I do. This should come out. There. A little bit of sand. You get in Florida, you get to eat sand. Put that right there. Okay, so here we're looking at one of the common problems with these minis. Only car I've ever seen that has this weird stuff here. Here's the harmonic balancer crank pulley. See, this is a drive belt. Comes down here, goes around, and goes back up there to the AC. Right there, like a normal drive belt. But what's that extra rubber thing there, you say, with the strange rubber covered wheel? Some crazy silly engineering that Volkswagen. I don't know why it is. If you know why they did this silly crap, please let me know in the comments. But I still to this day think it's the most ridiculous way to spin your water pump. That's the water pump right there. And this is a little rubber wheel that rides on another pulley that touches a metal pulley that has a rubber liner on the outside. So what happens is the rubber falls off the water pump, or the rubber falls off this thing, and these two things can make noise. So what I'm doing right now is I'm going to take this off and inspect it, and it'll take it out of the loop for this water pump, so then we can turn it back on and see if the noise goes away. If the water noise goes away, then it's this water pump or it's this little tensioner thing. So I'm going to yank this guy off and I'll take it out of play altogether, and it won't spin the water pump. We don't hear that knocking noise. But if we still do hear it, then it's definitely going to be that tensioner. I'm going to order a tensioner and I'm going to throw a tensioner on it. But for now, we're going to check these things to rule them out, because those are causes of problems with these cars. So we're pulling this headlight out so we can get access to this side of the motor a little easier. Aha! So we disengage the water pump right here, and the noise is gone. So disconnecting that little idler pulley got rid of that noise. So it's either the idler pulley or the water pump. In my experience, we've usually just done both. Just because I'm in there and you're already up there, you might as well go ahead and do the part and save the customer that extra labor. So we got the part off. I was making the horrible noise. The rubber that insulates this or gets the grip like a tire kind of had blew out. So there's a big chunk missing. We didn't have to replace the water pump. We just put a new pulley. You know, it's just a piece of metal with rubber on it. Very cheap. Slap it on there. Fixed it. Of course, we replaced this too, because these have a tendency to go bad. This one feels like it's kind of bad. All that noise came from this little silly guy right there. Our parts are here. So this part sits against the belt on the crankshaft, and this part just kisses the water pump rubber right here. It's the silliest thing. And then you've got this is the tensioner. So you pull this out and hold that while you stick it on, and then you let that thing go and it touches against this thing. If somebody knows why they did this, please leave it in the comments. I am dumbfounded on why they would even do this. They could have just ran a belt around that pulley. I just don't know. We're gonna get that guy back up in there. Like how they give you no room? Look how close it is. You gotta shrink your hands down. I think it took me an hour and a half to get out those 3 bolts, because you can only turn the bolt like a quarter turn. And they made it a super long bolt too, of course. But yeah, let's get this pulley on there and get this car back in there before it starts raining anymore on us. All right, here we go. So I can feel this bolt hole. You can't really hold it and get it up in there. It's too tight to like hold your finger to hold a bolt. So what you can do is you can put super glue on it. Just a dab, tiny bit. Don't put a lot. Stick my finger up in there and get it in the hole. Problem is, it's not coming off my finger now. You can put too much sometimes. Didn't want to come off. All right, let's try this. Fart knocker. Almost thought of that. This is the adventure that technicians have. Why don't they like working on it? This is why people don't like working on these cars. Stuff like this that you're just like, come on, guys. The engineering sleeping at this time. Like, they're like, oh, they don't need room to replace this part that's gonna fall off in 30,000 miles. All right, we got it in there. Woo! Cue applause. Crawling all over the ground. All right, we got the parts on. Fire this bad boy up. To get rid of that noise. Of course we did. This battery cable's corroded. Gotta kind of twist it. I'm gonna clean that off. All right, Rev, start it. All right, burn like a kid. Yeah. No more knocking. All right, another mini fixed by the kick-ass crew here, me and Rev. Rev's inside right now, but I'm gonna get this thing wrapped up. We're gonna do some more tests on it just to make sure everything's good. But, all right.
This is him, ready?
Oh, Carl. Merry Christmas.
I wanna talk to you when we're in different places. Tell me about your day. Yeah, let's cover all our bases. We can shoot the shit tonight. Our lips can sink ships, alright. Tell me about your friends and how you hate their faces. Why don't you go?
All right, she's fixed, ready to get back on the road. Mini number 3. Down and out. Here we go.
Let's talk about that.
Bite it. Good boy. Bring it. Bring me that glue. Bring me that glue. Good boy. Go get that glue.